Hey guys, so today we're gonna do this. It's Enjoy Motes, and today we are filming a little bit differently, mostly because it's not daytime and I'm cold, so I wanted to sit in my bed. No, the title is not clickbait. I did go to school with Donald Trump's kid, Barron Trump, while Donald Trump was president, or during the first year of Donald Trump's presidency. He's still president. Yeah, that was quite the experience. Where do I start? So first of all, let me just say that no, we did not yell names at him and we did not throw rocks at him. Okay, the amount of times that I heard things like, oh, do you go chase him down in the hallway? I'm like, no, this kid's in 4th grade. He's a kid. It's not his fault that Donald Trump is the president, and no matter what your political beliefs, you should not be chasing after kids. I'm sorry, that's just not right. But it did have a big impact on the whole school. We had secret security everywhere. And everybody knew about it too. There were guys that would sort of stand around, especially we could always see them in the cafeteria, but they would sort of walk around the halls sometimes. They were on every floor, I think. And there was always rumors that they had kids that were actually Secret Service agents that were blending in to the school, but I don't think that was actually true. But if it was, that would be so funny, finding out 4 years later that ooh, they weren't real. Oh, and just to clear things up, this was, I think, 2 years ago? Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, 2 years ago, 2017, my junior year. Alright, so the first story that I know I have is about Melania's parent-teacher conference. And I don't know if you ever thought about Melania going in for a parent-teacher conference, but she did at my school. And instead of her coming in with the rest of the parents, what my school did was we had a fire drill that none of us were aware that it was a drill. So we were all evacuated out of the building. We stood on the curb for half an hour, I think. And then we came back inside and somehow it got around that yes, in fact, that was Melania's parent-teacher conference, and we all missed class for it. The other thing that I definitely know was the story was, and this was the most, we talked about this for so long afterwards, but one day we had a lockdown in our school, and you can actually read about it. I think there's articles, but basically, there was an empty truck that was a block away from our school, and they didn't know that it was empty, and so the Secret Service, I guess, put lockdown on our school and to go check out the truck. But they did not tell us this. They just started the lockdown. And so all of us were really freaked out. Me, personally, I was in a room with 4 other people, but I was on the ground floor and in a room inside a room so it was double locked. So I did think that I was pretty secure, but there was 4 of us and there was no windows. So it, sort of all of the anxiety was cooking, and we didn't have contact with any of the other teachers, the other students, because our phones didn't work because we were so far into the building. So then the thing that really scared us was that the phone started ringing, and the phone was not in our room, it was in the room outside of our room, the bigger room, and everybody just sort of started freaking out. They're like, is it the dean? Is somebody trying to give us a message? So one of the teachers snuck out, and they didn't get the phone in time, so we were all just sitting there kind of freaking out quietly. Meanwhile, I actually did find this out later, but Barron Trump was shipped out via helicopter while we were all left to, I guess, die if the car ended up being a bomb. So we were sitting in there for about 2 hours, and then all of a sudden I start hearing the door jiggle, and my heart is pounding. I have a music stand in front of me, and I'm holding it, and then the door opens, and I scream, Jesus Christ, And into the room comes my principal. And yes. That did happen, and she didn't really mind, but because it was a hard situation to deal with, but everybody was really kind of shaken up, and they didn't give us enough information. Obviously, I don't blame the Trump family. That's weird to say. I don't blame the Trump family for anything that happened, but I do blame my school for not giving us any details about what was going on, especially when we were so aware of the sort of political climate, especially in high schools at the time. Right after that, we got an announcement. They said it was all clear, and then they said, don't talk to the people of the press outside. Lo and behold, there was like 3 or 4 reporters that I guess had found out that something was going on, and of course a bunch of kids went and talked to them, and we were all on the news the next day, and yeah, so it was definitely an experience. That was my, I think, big story about Farron being there. My actual academic life was mostly the same, even though the political climate in our school was really, really charged. As far as I heard, he was a totally nice kid, and really, I do feel kind of bad because I wish that people hadn't been mean to him for what was his father's fault or not his father's fault. But it certainly was an experience for me. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video style, or if I should go back to my window, or if I should try something completely different. If you liked it, like it, and bye!